Alright, y'all. I'm back. Now, this could potentially be a double dip, because I recorded part 3 and 4 to my Horror Olympics in the same day, same moment. I've just got to edit them, and I might, depending on how long it takes me to edit at work, I might not feel like dropping them the same night. They might come out the same night. But I know for a fact, Horror Olympics part 3 should already be out if you're watching this one by now. My point is, here we go. Now I'm gonna get the criteria and a little point system out for my new viewers and subscribers who might have been new or never seen this. The Horror Olympics is something I came up with based upon all horror franchises movies. Like the horror icons I chose, for instance, is Nightmare on Elm Street, featuring Freddy Krueger, Halloween, featuring Michael Myers, Friday the 13th, featuring Jason Voorhees, the Child's Play franchise, featuring Chucky, Saw franchise, featuring Billy the Puppet and Jigsaw, the Scream franchise, featuring Ghostface, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, featuring Leatherface. And the only criteria I had for this was you had to have at least 7 movies. Now, if you're a new subscriber, I'm gonna get one small caveat out and I'm gonna go. This is Horror Olympics Part 4, meaning I'm comparing all Part 4s to a franchise. If you haven't checked out this little Horror Olympics style thing I've been doing, I got 3 already released. Go back and check them out and then come get to this, Part 4, and you will have a better understanding of what I'm doing here. But based upon what I'm saying is, all Part 4s to these horror icon legendary movies are being compared in the Horror Olympics style. And if you saw my video from Part 3, then I'm gonna give you a small caveat with the Halloween series. Because I did Halloween Part 4 in my Horror Olympics Part 3 video, because Halloween 3 isn't a fair comparison to the other horror icons, because for one, Michael Myers isn't in it. Season of the Witch isn't a bad movie, but I wanted to compare everything where Michael Myers on screen to compete with the Jasons, Leatherface, Chucky's, etc. So now this is Horror Olympics Part 4. All the movies are Part 4, but the caveat is Halloween is Part 5, because I did Part 4 in the last one, skipping over Season of the Witch. And that's about it. The point system is, first place is 300, second place is 250, third place is 200, fourth place is 150 points, fifth place is 100, sixth place is 50 points, and seventh place is 25 points. Now kicking this list off, and this ain't gonna be a long ass review, kicking this list off at the number 7 spot, coming in with 25 points, we got the Scream franchise. Sorry, that was a smoke break. If you watch my channel, you know sometimes I might pause between takes. But I'm choking also on this weed. I got Scream coming in at 7th place with 25 points because I love Scream as a franchise, as a whole, as a concept, as an idea, as a new genre for horror in the 96, 7 when it came out. I love it, and I never disrespect it. But it started to get a little ridiculous, kind of, once you get to 3, 4, 5 kind of shit. Because I'm gonna tell you why. 3 was good, except for I made a mistake when I said we only care about Randy and Sydney and Gail. I missed Dewey name too, the cop. We love all them. So we didn't care about the stab actors who was there just to be killed by Ghostface. And we really didn't give a damn about Sydney's backstory with her mother and brother and all that bullshit. And this is even worse. It's like years later, 10 years later, Sydney is like some kind of book tour talking about the Woodsbury murders, her and Gail all back in town, blah, blah, blah. This is a same Scream plot format. It just got her cousin who want to be famous or a reality star, and she gonna use the murders as her in, like, jealous of Sydney. And it's like, we trying hard with these damn family connections, but the movie not bad. It's just, when it come to Part 4s of these franchises, everything was better to me in these franchises. Moving on. Stop, that's my cat coming in making noise. Move, baby, move. Her name Baby, by the way. Coming in at number 6 with 50 points. And this pains me because I love this franchise, but I can't do it. And I can't lie. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 4. Now, you might be thinking in your mind, heart, and soul, how the fuck this ain't last over Scream? And I kind of feel in my heart of hearts, this is just a sympathy vote, where I do think Scream is a better movie, directed, acted, and cinematography. The problem is, that damn Matthew McConaughey steal the fucking scene. I didn't know he was gonna get an Oscar, or what's the bitch? She got an Oscar too, from the movie with Tom Cruise. I forgot her name, Zellweger, whatever. My point is, this ain't got number 6 because it got 2 Oscar future winners. McConaughey role is enthralling. And back to my original plot, this was hard as hell to find a Next Generation movie. Like, I found all the other ones I found in my teens, 15, 17, 19. It took me probably like 10 years to find this. I was about 22. I remember my girl was having my first child. I took about a decade to find this movie. I had saw it before, but I didn't own it. So it get the 6th place just on that merit. But to be honest, it was McConaughey. I mean, he was a fucking nut in this movie. He funny, it's stupid, the final girl's stupid, the kid's stupid, the Illuminati's stupid. This movie's stupid, but I love it, cause sometimes when you watch movies, turn your brain off, and now you stupid. Moving on. Coming in 5th place with 100 points. This also pains me, but not really. This is Saw 4. Coming in at 5th place with 100 points, Saw 4. Now, I told y'all the first 3 are classic, iconic, legendary. They didn't finish in nothing but my top 1 or 2 spots in my first Horror Olympics. Part 3, the only one that finished outside the top 2. My point is, he finishing out the top 3 because Saw 4 is featuring Riggs. First of all, I'm finna get on a rant real quick because this Jigsaw. We supposed to have Carrie as the lead and not die in this one, and Riggs supposed to have been the person that died, and she supposed to carried it because she been a main figure in the first 3 movies leading up to 4. That was the problem I had. Secondly, Riggs could have just said, fuck you, I'm not playing this game, I'm leaving and I'm calling the cops. This wasn't like you on a timer, or if you leave the room, your arm blow up, or your wife die. He could have not played this game and nothing would have changed. I should have ranked this last when I think about it. This pisses me off, but I didn't. Saw 4 coming in at 5th place with 100 points. Moving on, before I get pissed. Friday the 13th coming in 4th place with 150 points. Now, he been rising the last couple of movies because I don't like Friday the 13th like a diehard Jason Voorhees fan. Freddy vs. Jason, I was clearly on Freddy's side, but his movies to me are all the same, but Friday the 13th and Scream are 2 franchises that I love, not really love, but I have to rewatch some of them movies. Because when it comes to Child's Play, Nightmare, Saw, I don't gotta rewatch none of them. I watch them throughout the year, besides October Halloween Fest bullshit. I watch really all these franchises outside of Halloween because I'm a horror buff. But I have to sometimes rewatch some of these movies to get a new idea or feel. And the Tommy Jarvis, that shit enthralled me. And I've been watching AMC horror movies, I've been watching my Smart Box horror movies, I've been watching old school obscure, and I say I'm a horror buff in your favorite horror channel, and I don't even do obscure horror movies. All I'm doing is mainstream. I gotta get back to the basic after I finish this Olympic style countdown shit and get some obscure shit y'all never heard of, some Silver Bullet in the building, some obscure Stephen King, whatever. But back to this. This movie is a great movie. Jason in all his glory, the mask, the kids fucking and getting kid knocked off. This is a Friday the 13th classic that you always can remember. Tommy Jarvis with the bald head, the machete killing Jason. I damn could have ranked this a little bit higher if I think about it, but I'm contradicting myself. No, I couldn't. This perfectly plays. Moving on. Coming in the number 3 spot, we got Halloween, but this is part 5. I think this is The Curse of Michael Myers with 200 points. He back at it. The mask kinda bogus, I ain't gonna lie, the mask kinda bogus, but he on point. You know what I'm saying? His kills on point. He's scary in this. Jamie kinda comatose in that, but Loomis on point. Killer Mike, you want her, Mike? The house scene. This is a great movie. I love it. The only negative why this wouldn't have been number one, to be honest, in my opinion, is fucking Michael Myers shed a tear. I know that's your niece. I know it's a family connection, but that blew this movie from a 10 to an 8 just from that scene. He is psychopath. Why is he crying like a bitch? And that's gonna make me mad, so I'm gonna move on. Coming in at the number 2 spot with 250 points, we got Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. Now this is where Freddy becomes the cash cow. We don't care about that final girl, Nancy dead. We don't care about nobody but Freddy and quick whips and jokes. And I'm a Freddy buff and I love him and I'm biased to him. But if you a casual or a horror buff, this is where you just jump off the boat because he too funny and jokey and playing too much. But Part 4 is great to me because this has got the most body count kills. I didn't like how they discarded the Dream Warriors. They killed Joey Kincaid and fucking, who was that? Alice? No. Christian. They killed Christian, Kincaid, and Joey in the first 15 minutes, and they the Dream Warriors. That didn't make no fucking sense to me. And now we got Alice and all these stupid ass characters in the Roach Motel, and that shit cold as fuck. I ain't put down the movie. I just love the Dream Warriors, and I ain't like how they got knocked off like that. Being said that they got knocked off, that make the body count is like 7 kills. You know what Nightmare on Elm Street do 2 or 3 per film. This ain't Halloween or Friday the 13th. He don't have a big kill count. He kinda like Child's Play, where he get 2 to 3 a movie, not 8 or 9. But the movie great. I love it. Mad kills. It's 50-50 to the fan base, but this is a great high tier movie to me. One of my favorites. Nightmare on Elm Street, second place, 250 points. Now this was easy, no debate, nothing like the other weeks where it could have been multiple number ones if I played the tie game, which I don't. I told y'all the Packers had the Cowboys at a tie 40-40 a couple weeks ago. That made me take ties off the table when that shit happened. So this is clearly the number one movie coming in with 300 points. Child's Play 4. Now, if you know me, you know my favorite in the franchise is Child's Play 4. I love 2, but 4 introduces Tiffany, more lore, more backstory, more Charles Lee Ray, and I love this movie. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it. The Jane and Jake or whatever is the road trip. You know what I'm saying? The kills, the love, the romance, the soap opera, the joking with Tiffany and the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They get a little wacky with the fucking and shit and the seed later down the line, but this is a pure, unadulterated prime of Tiffany Chucky. Like, damn, we didn't know we needed her, but thank you, Don Mancini, for bringing her. She is such a great, iconic character, Jennifer Tilly in real life playing Tiffany. And now when you think about Chucky, you can't think about Chucky just as Chucky. Tiffany comes to your mind also. When you get a Chucky doll, you gotta get a Tiffany. My son got my Chucky doll at his house, but next time I have my display, I'm gonna have Tiffany next to him. They a package deal. That movie is great. Coming in with his first place finish, Child's Play 4 with 300 points, and that's the list. ZZ the King, your favorite horror channel, and I'm out. Time out, I ain't out, real quick. Rewind. This is the final scores and tallies. Look at the scores for the first 4 weeks. These are the scores for the first 4 weeks, and this is the final scores for that. There you have it. Now I'm going to the outro. Your favorite horror channel, ZZ the King, and I'm out.